All right, guys, welcome to Sunday's First Club. This is our first ever episode, and look at this, we're out here in the Long Beach Harbor. I'm your host, Tarik. So what are we gonna be talking about today? The lesson is Bodhicitta, and we're on a boat. Thanks to my producer, Chris, for that joke. We will be talking about Bodhicitta, which is this term in Buddhism that means the enlightened mind, right? So the concept is once we achieve enlightenment, it's our goal to go out into the world and reduce the suffering of all sentient beings, plants, animals, other people, so that one day they too can achieve enlightenment and the world will be free of suffering. And that's really easy to say, but super freaking hard to do, right? Because you come into contact with people and sometimes they're really, really annoying. And you start to think like, man, I would really love to increase your suffering because you suck. But no, guys, that's not the way. What you should be asking yourself is, how can I reduce their suffering? Because in doing so, you start to notice that everything changes. And so you reduce one person's suffering, they go out and reduce another person's pain and another person's pain. And you start this really beautiful chain of reaction in which everyone's reducing everyone's suffering, which makes for a much better environment. So today, we're gonna do something that Tibetan monks often do. What they'll do is they'll go out and buy a bunch of bait fish to demonstrate this, right? Bait fish are fish that are meant to be thrown into the ocean and then they're used as lure to catch a bigger fish, right? But these monks, they'll go out and buy these fish and just release them. And that's the simplest, most beautiful way of demonstrating Bodhicitta. Today we got our bucket. We're gonna go get some fish out there and we're just gonna release them back into the ocean. It's gonna be really fun and really awesome, so I hope you guys enjoy the ride, and we're about to head out. Holy smokes. Harder to yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
Like 20 bucks.
Whoa. That's so cool. Thank you. Oh. Sorry. Oh. All right, so we got our anchovy and sardines, right? And they're super important to the bay because they feed everything out here. Like we've seen seals, sea lions since we're out here, seagulls. And these fish actually can live in groups of up to 10 million fish, the sardines. 10 million fish swimming around here, feeding the whole bay, helping the ecosystem. So we're gonna go ahead in the tradition of Bodhicitta, say a quick prayer for them, send them on their way, all right? So. All right, and now it's time for the release. Start with a few friends at a time, trying to do this gently as possible. We release these fish and a number of things can happen now, right? Seagulls are flying around, we have sea lions, other fish down here. Anything could grab these fish and that could be the end of their freedom, right? But we gave them this 10 seconds of freedom that they would have never had. And I want you to kind of think about your life and maybe close your eyes for a second and just think like, when I had 10 seconds of freedom, how good did that freaking feel, right? And just really think about that. So even if this ended in 10 seconds for them, would you ever trade that 10 seconds of pure freedom? And it's that feeling that we want to extend to others. It's that feeling that reduces the suffering of other people. And that's Bodhicitta. There has been an overall reduction of suffering which has made this environment better. One day, if we all practice Bodhicitta enough, all of humanity, all sentient beings will be free of suffering, right? Plants won't suffer, animals won't suffer, humans won't suffer. Like that's the overall goal of Bodhicitta. It's like we reach this level of enlightenment in our life that the whole collective feels it. That's the biggest goal. But if we bring it back to something that maybe is a little more tangible, it's just that we're a little more aware of how we're moving through the world and how we're interacting with the beings we come in contact with. And the more aware we are, the more, courteous we are, the more loving we are, the more tender we are. So I think in a more tangible goal, it's becoming aware of how we interact with other things. The big spiritual life goal is that one day the whole world will be free of suffering. So, all right, everybody, we did it. We enacted Bodhicitta, we let our fish friends go. So now we're about to head into the movement portion. But before we do, I just wanted to say, we're donating a portion of the proceeds that you all will be donating to us, so thank you ahead of time, to Heal the Bay, which is this really great Southern California organization that's all about preserving the waters we have around Los Angeles and the greater Los Angeles area. Even our fish friends who we just let go are benefiting from Heal the Bay, and they're all about healthy, safe waters that will last for generations to come. So thank you ahead of time, and if you're ready, and if you would like to, let's move. All right, guys, here we are at the movement portion of Sunday's First Club. So it's gonna be a 15-ish minute run right here, maybe a little longer. And if anything feels too challenging, don't be afraid to take a child's pose, but also know you're almost out of it. So don't worry about it, baby. All right, so we're gonna start on our stomachs. So you're gonna lay down flat on your belly, spreading your arms out to a T, placing the forehead on the mat. And we're gonna inhale, lift the right leg, exhale, bend the knee, and scorpion it over to your left-hand side, planting the foot. Inhale here to open up the shoulder, inhale. Exhale, maybe your right hand comes to meet your left if you have that mobility. Inhale here. Exhale, back to center. Nice. All right, let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bend the knee. Scorpion the left foot over to the right side, opening up the shoulder. Inhale here. Exhale, maybe the left hand comes to meet the right. Your head still placed on the floor, looking up at the sky maybe. Inhale. Exhale, back to center. And then you're gonna wanna push up to a tabletop, okay? And what's important about tabletop is that hips are over knees. Knees are about hip width distance apart. And shoulders are directly over wrists, right? And you're gonna be pushing down into the floor. Let's take some cat-cow. So inhale for cow, dropping the belly, pulling the chest through, peeling the shoulders back. Exhale for cat, pushing the ground away, rounding the spine. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Nice. One more like that. Inhale for cow, dropping the belly, peeling the shoulders back. Exhale for cat, rounding the spine, drawing the tailbone down. All right, now let's come back to neutral. Let's try cat-cow again, but let's try flipping the wrist around. So fingertips will face the knees, and your wrists will be facing outward to the front of your mat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. And feel the difference here. Your wrist should definitely feel a little more extension in this pose. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat, drawing the tailbone down, rounding the spine. And then coming back to neutral, shaking that out a little bit and just feeling the difference in your wrist already, right? So now we're gonna plant the hands, and what's really important, but we're going into down dog. You wanna make sure you're rooting down on the inner sides of your hands, right? This L shape that you're making. You wanna make sure you're rooting down because this is where your strength comes from. If you lean out to the outside where your pinky is, you're gonna start to experience some wrist pain, all right? So untuck your toes. Push your hips up and back, pressing down into the mat. And then you can bend your knees for this first one, or you can extend your legs straight, okay? Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, bring the right knee to the left elbow, keeping your shoulders square to the front of your mat. Hold. Inhale, back to three-leg dog, right foot goes up. Exhale, plant the foot. Nice. Let's do the other side. Inhale, lift the left leg. Exhale, bring the left knee to the right elbow, keeping the shoulders squared. Hold. Inhale, lift the left foot back up. Exhale, plant the foot. Take a full inhale here. And then exhale, tippy toe to the top of your mat, keeping pressure in your hands as long as you can, almost like you're going into a handstand. And then when you get to the top, your feet can be hip width distance apart, which is about 2 fists, or they can be together. So inhale, bend your knees, slowly begin to roll up vertebrae by vertebrae. Nice, nice, nice. When you get to the top, peel your shoulders back and down on the exhale. All right, let's do this thing. We're gonna do a sun salutation, which in Sanskrit is called Surya Namaskare. All right, and the sun's right here, so let's say good morning. Inhale, lift the hands all the way up. Maybe they come to touch. Exhale, fold forward, flat back. Inhale, lift halfway. Drawing the forehead forward, your hands can come to your ankles or to the mat. Exhale, plant the hands, step back, lower down chaturanga, all the way to the bottom of your mat. Inhale for low cobra, peeling the shoulders back, pressing the toes into the mat. Exhale, downward facing dog, untucking the toes, pushing the hips up and back. Nice. Take an inhale here. And then exhale, slowly walk up to the front of your mat. Nice. Inhale, lift halfway. More pressure in the front of your feet here. Exhale, forward fold, bending into the knees. Inhale, lifting the arm, rising all the way up. Exhale, hands come down to the sides. Tadasana. Tadasana is mountain pose, so you really want to feel strong and firm in this pose. All right, let's do it now. We're gonna flow. Inhale, step the right foot back. Make sure it's parallel to the back of your mat. Your front foot is forward, your knees at a 90-degree angle. You're drawing the tailbone down, activating the abs, right? Inhale, let's reverse the warrior. Right hand slides down, left hand goes overhead. Exhale, side angle pose. Left elbow to left knee, right arm goes overhead. Maybe you look up at that hand. Inhale, back to warrior 2. We're not too forward, we're not too back, we're right in the center. Exhale, straighten the legs, wiggle the back foot in, and step back into mountain pose, Tadasana. All right, what we do to one side, we do to the other. So inhale. Exhale, step the left foot back. Parallel to the back of your mat. Front foot is forward, perpendicular to the back foot. Inhale, reverse the warrior, sliding the left hand down. Exhale, side angle pose. Right elbow, right knee, left hand overhead. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Feel strong. Feel the strength in your legs activated. Exhale, straighten the legs, slide the back foot in, step to the front of your mat, Tadasana, mountain pose. All right, we're gonna do that again, but now we're gonna add on, it's gonna get a little more fun, all right? Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot back for warrior 2 again. Front knees bent at a 90-degree angle. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose, really stretching in that side body. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Now, this is a different part. Exhale, straighten the legs, turn the back foot in at a 45-degree angle, reach forward, slide the left hand down. It can come to your ankle or the inside of your foot. Look up at your right hand. Really feel the right hip pulling up. Inhale here. Exhale. Now inhale, back to warrior 2, rebending the front leg to a 90-degree angle. And then exhale, straighten the legs, slide the back foot in, step to the front of your mat, Tadasana. All right, inhale here. Nice. Exhale, step the left foot back. Come to a 90-degree, warrior 2. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, side angle pose. Right elbow, right knee. Inhale, back to warrior 2. Now exhale, straighten the legs. Turn the back foot in at a 45-degree angle. Reach forward, slide that hand down. Triangle pose, Trikonasana. Nice, look up, breathe in. Take a long, full exhale. And then inhale, rebend that front knee, warrior 2. Getting strong, feeling activated in the legs. Then exhale, straighten the legs, slide the back foot in, front of your mat, Tadasana. You did it, that was the flow, awesome. Inhale the arms up. Clasp the hands, exhale, forward fold. We've been here before, you know what this looks like. Inhale, lift halfway. And then exhale, plant the hands, step or hop back. Lower down to chaturanga. Maybe this time you stop halfway, right? Untuck your toes, peel your shoulders forward. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good job. All right, now we're gonna go into our peak pose sequence. This is the part where we can start to think about Bodhicitta, right? Bodhicitta, as I said before, like experience this freedom in that. So try to find the freedom and the fun here and really enjoy this little sequence. Inhale, lift your right leg up, keeping the hips square to the mat. Exhale, bend the right knee, open your hip. Take an inhale here. Exhale, plant the right foot on the floor, opening up. You're gonna be on the blade's edge of your left foot, and your right heel will be off the ground, reaching back. Inhale here. Full exhale. And now inhale back to three-leg dog, so the right foot goes up and back again. And now we're gonna exhale, bring the right knee to the left elbow, deja vu. But this time we're gonna kick the foot through and open up. This time planting the left foot fully on the floor, coming to the edge of the right foot. Fallen triangle. Inhale, full exhale. Inhale back to three-leg dog. Plant the right foot down. Nice, let's do the other side. Inhale, left leg up. Exhale, bend the knee, open the hip. Inhale here. Exhale, opening up. Planting the left foot. This is called wild thing or rock star. Inhale. Full exhale. Inhale back to three-leg dog. Right, left foot up and back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow, keeping the shoulders square to the front of the mat. Kick the foot through. Open up, planting the right foot. Fallen triangle. Inhale back to three-leg dog. Exhale, plant the foot. Whew. That was some work. Let's lower the knees down. Bring them as wide as your mat, right? And then push your hips back towards your heels. Child's pose. Resting your forehead on the ground. Listening to the ocean lap over us. Take an inhale here. Exhale, walk your hands over to the left. Place your right hand on top of your left if you can. Feeling that side body stretch. Inhale here. Take a full exhale. Inhale back to center. Nice. And then exhale over to your right side. And what you don't want to do is lean too much to the right. You kind of want evenness throughout the hips, even though you're twisting to the right, okay? Inhale, put the left hand on top of the right, breathing here. Exhale. Inhale back to center. All right. And then you're gonna exhale, just coming up, kicking your legs out in front of you, kind of like a long staff, right? You really want to be pushing the inner toe pads forward, like they're pressed up against the wall. Your whole foot's up against an imaginary wall, all right? Remove the flesh from underneath your sits bones, just to get a more even seat. And then inhale, lift the arms. Exhale, begin to forward fold, keeping your back straight as long as possible. Maybe your hands just come to your ankles. Maybe you can grab the outside of your foot and then you can bend it. Some of us are gonna bend our knees and that's totally fine. You just wanna feel that activation in the back side of the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, fold deeper. Inhale once more. Exhale, maybe you fold a little deeper in. All right, inhale, come on up. Nice, now we're gonna go into a pose called half Lord of Fishes, all right? In honor of our fish friend. So bring your right foot towards your left sit bone, all right? And then you're gonna take your left foot and place it outside your right knee. You're gonna inhale your arms up, but make sure you're still sitting on both sides of your sits bones, all right? Inhale your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left, hugging the left knee and placing the left hand behind you. Inhale to make inhale to make your spine long and tall. That's what I was trying to say. And then exhale to twist deeper. Nice. Inhale back to center. And let's do the other side. So left foot comes to the right sits bone. Right foot outside the left knee. And apparently they call this pose Lord of Fishes because the creator of it, who created Hatha Yoga, was apparently eaten by a very large fish and lived in its belly for a long time. So hopefully the fish we released don't eat us one day. You know what I mean? Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the right. But if they do eat us, we know how to sit. Inhale, make the spine long and tall. Exhale, twist deeper. Nice job. Inhale, back to center. You guys get nothing for listening to my bad jokes also. That's not a part of the deal. All right, so you're gonna kick your feet back out like a long staff once more. But this time your arms are gonna go straight, and we're gonna lower down for a count of 10, okay? So just really slowly. Inhale. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Hold here. We're gonna pulse for 7 because there's 7 days in the week, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Lowering down for 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. If you find yourself kind of often like I am, you're just gonna readjust because we're setting up for Shavasana now, right? So you're gonna spread your feet as wide as your mat, maybe even a little wider. Spread your arms out, really taking up space and feeling grounded. And let's take one big inhale, the biggest inhale we've taken all practice, all right? Inhale. Exhale with sound. Melting into the floor. And taking these next few moments to rest, a quick Shavasana, final pose. All right, begin to breathe in. Wiggling the fingers and the toes, taking a deep breath in and a slow, controlled exhale out. All right, and when you're ready, you can stay in Shavasana if you have more time today, but if we've got some things to do today, you can roll to your right side to feel more active, or your left side for a little more chill, passive of a day, and that just has to do with the energy channels in your body. The right side usually is said to be more active, and the left a little bit more relaxed. So I'm gonna roll to my right. All right, and then with your eyes closed still, just gently press up, coming to the front of your mat in like an easy seated position, legs crossed. This is actually called easy pose because for most of us it's fairly simple, right? And you can place your hands face down on your knees or face up. Face up is for receiving, face down is to feel more grounded, all right? So I'm gonna place my hands. And before we go, I just want to wrap this up for us in a nice Bodhicitta. We talked about Bodhicitta today, and it's all about reducing the suffering of all sentient beings no matter what, right? So that one day, all beings will be free of suffering. And that's super awesome, right? But I left out a key part of this in the beginning. And it's, you have to start with yourself, right? We can do Bodhicitta with other people all day, every day, but really it begins with ourselves. Once we find ways in which we can reduce our own suffering, it becomes so much more easier for us to gift that to other people. So this month, as we're reflecting on this concept, I want us to really start with ourselves and think, where am I suffering in my life? Where am I experiencing pain? And how can I reduce that so that I can be better for other people in my life? And so that they can then go and do that for other people in their life and, start that beautiful chain reaction. So let's think on that this month. Inhale, lift the arms up to the sky. Exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the heart. We're gonna do a quick Om if you'd like to join. So inhale for Om. Bowing the head to the heart, thanking yourself for practicing today, thanking those in this community for practicing with you. Bowing to the surface that we practice on, thanking it for being a safe space to practice, and thanking those who came before us on it. All right, namaste, you guys. Thank you for joining me this month for the first video. So exciting. And Like I said before, we're donating to Heal the Bay. These people who are doing great work out here in Southern California to like take care of our fish friend who we just dropped off out there. And we'll let you know how much we raised for them, so thank you ahead of time for your donations. The link should be somewhere down here, so something should be happening or I'm gonna look like a complete idiot. And I'm so thankful for you guys, and I can't wait to see you next month. Namaste.